follow me.
Hello, welcome back to Super Sentai Legend Wars video. I don't have to reintroduce myself, because you know that the Gadzok won't speak anymore. In today's video, Aleph Genius wants to show you how to easily beat the extreme level of the current event. According to the game's Discord, which I put the invitation link in the description, if you're interested to join in, some of the players are having some difficulties beating it without the help of the event cards, which will boost your HP and attack. Some of the users said this is by far the hardest extreme level for such an event. Well, you don't have to worry anymore, because Aleph Genius will show you some magic tricks behind beating the level without any event cards. So without further ado, let's just start the tutorial. Part 1. The deck selection. Number 1. Number of cards. Many players said the more you bring, the more HP you'll have. I'm sorry, I have to disagree with that. More cards mean less chance you can complete a Sentai team quickly, because the key behind beating the level is super skill and full gauge attack. Less cards mean the cycle of the draws will be quicker, making players easily complete a Sentai team for the almighty V-gauge boost. So instead bringing 30 cards in the battle, just bring 20 cards with highest HP and attack power. I recommend for new players not to follow this. Instead use 25 cards, but with only 4 Sentai teams. I don't recommend going 5 Sentai teams in this event. Number 2. Super skill. Yes, this is a key element of beating the level. You need a lot of cards with super skill. I recommend bring 5 to 6 cards with AoE super skill. What is AoE, you ask? This means the super skill will affect the entire enemies. If you watch my previous video, the Bear Blue super skill is a perfect example to explain this. You will see this letter. In Japanese, it means Zen or multi. For short, this super skill will hit the entire enemies in the field. You will need many cards with this kind of letters. In this video, I bring 4 cards with multi-hit super skill, and 1 card with single-hit super skill, but with the key effect for beating the level. You will know what I mean later in the video. Number 3. Charged attack. Not only for this event, card with multi-hit charged attack is considered the gems in the game. While you looking at the card stat, if you scroll until the end, you will see the stat for the card's charged attack. If you see either 0.6 or 0.9 with the letter we are talking about earlier, use it. This card, after some turns, will attack all of the enemies. This also helps you gaining some boost for the V-gauge. Don't worry about small damage though, whether it is small or big, the V-gauge will gain in the same rate. Number 4. Passive skill. This is kind of new to the game, but there are already many cards with 1, so there will always a chance you will have one of these kind of cards. This passive skill applied during the fight without you activating it, and some of the skills turn out very helpful during the level. Some to mention are Congeniality, which made the entire team having 30% critical up. Morale. Increase V-gauge by 10% if you draw the cards. Levestrug. Start the game with 15% V-gauge filled. And many others. There is a spreadsheet that lists all of the game's card with their super skill, passive skill, and many other things. I put a link in the description if you want to check it out. Sure, it will help you a lot selecting cards during the deck selection. Number 5. Team selection. You need to fill the V-gauge quickly, so use Sentai teams that do so. Sentai with 3 or 4 core members will help you getting so. Quick mention, Lupin Ranger, Pata Ranger, Go Busters or a Bear Ranger. Although not effectively filled the V-gauge like other 5 members Sentai team, it is easily filled the V-gauge by half, and it is already enough for a super skill to be activated. Not to mention, if you have cards with another variation for the core member. Example, you have Go Busters with Red Buster powered custom, Blue Buster powered custom and Yellow Buster. Between these 5 cards, you only need 3 cards with any combination to boost the V-gauge level, making the chance of drawing such kind of situation easier. It sure helps you a lot during the level. You need at least 1 team with this kind of attribute. And don't forget putting one of the card from the team as a starting card. Number 6. Dyess selection. Many people consider the Himitsu Dyess are the ultimate Dyess. Well, not necessarily right. For this kind of event, you need to manage your V-gauge, so it could activate super skill by super skill during the fight. Wasting V gauge on unnecessarily full gauge attack will cost you the deck HP because you need to restart and reassemble the team to gain more V gauge. Instead of using finisher Dyess, you sit on attack up or critical up Dyess while it helps you gain more damage during the fight. Some of these Dyess decrease legend cost by 1, so it will save your soul's consumption during the fight, so you could discard cards more easily and complete the entire set of Sentai Team. Part 2 will be explained later during the battle. So here it goes then. Godspeed, Aleph Genius.
数えきれなく連射するなら We go
Part 2 already explained by Aleph Genius by the subtitle during the battle. Finally the Gadzok has a chance to talk, and that's the end of the tutorial. Finally, Aleph Genius making a tutorial after a long freaking time. Make sure you like the video, and subscribe to the Gadzok for more tutorial about Super Sentai Legend Wars. Comment if you think this tutorial is really helpful during your fight. See you when I see you. Bye.